Bank South Pacific is one of the country's most profitable commercial banks. It is also one of the country's leading financiers. The bank continues to support economic growth and development around Papua New Guinea. As part of the bank's community and social obligations, it continues to provide services both in urban and rural areas. The bank has 44 sub-branches and a number of agencies in all provinces. Unfortunately, some of these assets and agencies have become prey to opportunists and criminals. This is one of the greatest challenges the bank has been experiencing over the years. BSP's Chief Executive Officer, Robin Fleming, said this has been the unfortunate incident for the bank. In many instances, investigations have failed to apprehend the culprits.
Unfortunately, some of those sub-branches from time to time do get robbed, as we experienced in Palmelmel last week or the week before last. And it always challenges us to be able to continue to maintain those services when people unfortunately take the opportunity to rob money, to steal money from BSP, but more importantly put our staff at risk because they do operate in very remote branches, regions, and they're doing it not because we make money out of it, but they're doing it because it is a service for those remote communities.
Mr. Fleming said these are services provided to the people, particularly those in rural areas. He said police are sometimes not able to prevent vandalizing and robbing of these important assets. Services provided by BSP under its Rural Rollout Program makes banking more convenient for the people right on their doorsteps. The bank has appealed for community support, urging local people to take ownership of its assets and properties located in rural areas.
All we ask for is the support of the community. People do unfortunately rob and put our staff at risk. We look for community support to be able to apprehend the perpetrators. We have a strong desire and intent and aspiration to reopen those branches, but equally we do need the support of the community. It's difficult to say to the police, protect a small BSP rural sub-branch. They can't be out there at every one of these 44 because they are in remote areas. So therefore it's community support. We hope that community support is mutual. We provide a service for the community and all we're asking is not to steal the money or to ensure the rascals that do get involved in those particular activities are apprehended.
Despite hindrance to development of BSP services, the BSP boss said the bank will continue to live up to its commitment by meeting all its community priorities. Meantime, the BSP boss said the cash flow issue has affected thousands across the country. He confirmed the government through the central bank has invested money into the economy to help ease the problem. $100 million has been invested into the economy. This was also confirmed by the Treasurer Charles Abel. The Bank of PNG was not able to comment on the matter. However, it is understood more than half of the $100 million has been paid out into commercial banks.
But these were broader based. A lot of smaller businesses benefited from the money which was provided yesterday. And we're expecting, as the Treasurer had announced, the second tranche of that $100 million to come into the market either later this week or next week, and that'll possibly be targeted for some of the more the economic sectors.
The national government recently passed the supplementary budget after expected revenue targets failed. This was due to poor commodity prices and the poor performances of other sectors. Lower production of coffee and export was a major contributor to lower cash economy. The recent coffee pot borer has affected thousands of coffee trees and farmers nationwide.